Hey there, Gemini. So this is your How to Find Love spread. This is from the middle of April to the end of April 2018. And we're just going to be focusing on how to find love. So if you're looking for like a quick fix kind of reading or anything like that, this isn't the reading for you. This is a reading that focuses on those that are looking for true fulfillment and working on themselves, working on self-love, things like that. So that's what this reading is all about. Okay, and I'm not going to blather on forever, okay, because I understand you guys have lives. I have a life too. I don't know why I got sad when I said that. Anyway, I've got a life too, and I'll try not to make this one a really long intro. So, my name's Chance, and we're going to be doing your reading. Alright, so our first card that we're focusing on, this card represents all the issues surrounding you, and I shuffled these a little bit before we turned on the camera, and I shuffled them a little bit more. So let's see what we get. So our very first card for Gemini is the card of the Taurus. So this is interesting. This is the Empress card right here. So some of you guys could be dealing with like actual pregnancy, absolutely, but some of you are also dealing with just kind of being pregnant with possibilities, which is, that's a fun baby to have. You don't have to wait 9 months to be pregnant with possibilities. You can be pregnant with possibilities right now. I'll put the phone number down below. You guys can call it and have that going. But, so this card to me represents possibilities. This represents, again, being pregnant with new ideas and possibly pregnant as well, like actually pregnant. This also represents the divine feminine in a lot of ways because it's the Empress, right? So this is allowing yourself to wait. This is allowing yourself to grow. This is allowing yourself to just be and be in the moment and to just kind of feel, okay? When all that stuff starts to happen, we start to focus on the real us. We start to focus on the real truth. And so this is a really good card to have to start things off. You guys are in alignment with the earth. You're starting to focus on yourselves more. And even though you're an air sign, again, alignment with the earth is good. You guys need to be grounded. A lot of signs need to be grounded, and a lot of signs need to be lifted up. And, all of us need to have balance is what I'm trying to say. And so this is really good. I'm all earth and all air signs in my chart. Literally, there is one drop of water. There's a little bit of Pisces in with the rest of my airy, earthy ass, okay? So that's about all there is. So if we're looking at the second card here, this card represents your behavioral patterns that are influencing your love life, okay? So let me pull this up just right, and we get the Five of Swords. Alright, so this representing your love life, this is kind of a combative card, right? Where we're looking inside of ourselves and we're trying to see what's going on with us. And this card comes in to kind of say, we need to take a step back, we need to see what's going on with us mentally. So when it comes to love, I feel like you're someone that's really wary and you're someone who's kind of jaded. Again, the Empress came up as the first card, which is being pregnant with new ideas. But there's still this sense of distrust, like you're becoming this person who's more optimistic, I feel, but there's also this sense of like, okay, I can't do this because it's too much. So I do feel like there was a situation in the past where things were way too much for you. And that's kind of what we're focusing on now is where the healing is starting for you and where there's kind of a sense where more healing needs to be done. Okay, where there's a sense of healing one wound and then focusing on another one and sort of letting ourselves become who we were truly meant to be. So definitely working on ourselves. But mentally we need to let things go and we need to understand that that's the way it's supposed to be. It's not a scary thing to let things go. Sometimes the only way you really learn about something is to let it go. And then it unravels itself in front of you when you let go. And that's a beautiful process. So our third card here, this card represents the areas that need further growth in order for you to find love. Okay, and we get the Six of Cups in reverse. Or not the Six of Cups, I'm sorry. The Four of Cups in reverse. Okay, so what this says to me is that the areas that we need to grow in are definitely some of the kind of more emotional areas of your life. So we need to focus on the abundance of instead of the lack of certain things. So instead of understanding things to be very, how would I put this? instead of looking at love being with just a select few people, it's something that all of us can experience. It's not like something that you see on a, Instagram love stories or something that only a few people have. Everyone can have love, but it starts with us first. And I've said this in a lot of my videos that I've done recently and in the past. It all starts with us first, okay? And if you think it doesn't, then that's not good, because it does. It starts with us first. We have to love ourselves first. And we have to have this idea that love is not a scarce thing. It's not this crazy rare resource. It's something that we literally are. We are energy. We are love. We are entropy. We are the universe, right? Experiencing itself. So to me, this card would be you just working on more emotional issues. It could deal with some psychological stuff that you need to work on. It could deal with some family issues that you need to work on. But we need to go in and we need to see what's going on with us, and then we can focus on how to fix ourselves and how to understand ourselves better, right? Because there's nothing wrong with us understanding ourselves better. That's the journey. That's the whole thing. It's not, I know it seems kind of cliche to say we go and we find ourselves, but that's what we're doing. In life right now, these times that we're in, we are going and we are finding ourselves. We're walking into the woods and we're not coming out until we drag our inner selves kicking and screaming into the broad daylight, and we can just hug them to death, okay? That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to bring that, if you can hug yourself to death too, I mean, that's an interesting thing, but just focus on self-healing. Focus on love, okay? And our fourth card here, this card represents the areas you need to change or process in order to find love. So it's very interesting that you need to change and process, because this card here is the death card. Okay, so what you need to change and process is the act of change and processing itself. You need to be able to go with the flow, and if death is going to be something, not an actual death, at least not for most of us, but the death card is about transformation and allowing yourself to be who you want to be. It's about not being scared of what's going to happen, and it's about knowing that things are going to happen when they need to happen. Not fearing for the worst, not anything like that, because things that happen in our lives usually, always, are guiding us towards a higher sense of self. Depending on how we take the life lesson and how we use it and how we learn it and how we understand it, it's usually guiding us towards a better sense of us and towards a better sense of just what we need in our lives, okay? So this is the card of transformation. So if we have the divine feminine, possibly what we're going to be getting and possibly what we're going to be working on is a divine masculine. And that's, the divine feminine is sitting and waiting and kind of understanding the ebb and flow of life, where the divine masculine is more about taking what's rightfully theirs, not hurting anyone in the process, but it's like taking action, and it's not waiting, and it's kind of the opposite. But both of these need to be grounded and balanced in order for a person to exist peacefully with themselves. Otherwise, we get people that are greedy, or we get people that are nervous or anxious, or they just don't understand things, and they just have a really hard time understanding how life operates. One of these things is usually out of balance, and that's kind of what we're working on. We're integrating ourselves and our shadow sides. And so that's what we're working on here. So the fifth card here, this card represents areas that need to be liberated within yourself to allow love into your life. And I get the Two of Swords in reverse. So to me, this would mean that... Just give me a second here. So what needs to be liberated is that you need to consciously make the choice that you're ready to live a better life, that you're ready to live in the now, you're ready to be in the moment, and you're ready to just move on and move forward. Before, I feel like there was a sense of anxiety and fear with you, and I'm still feeling it. I'm still feeling that that's there. It's still there. The thing you have to focus on is that fear, and that why are you feeling the fear? Don't just look at it and then feel fear and then be like, oh shit, I don't want to feel that. No, you have to go into it. You have to understand that this is the process. You're going into a place where you need to focus on the pain, not become consumed by it, but we need to understand and observe it from a non-judgmental point of view, and then we can understand ourselves better. That's what we're focusing on. That's where healing and love and self-understanding comes in. Self-understanding and self-love to me are the same thing. And that's because they focus on self-healing. Both of those focus on self-healing. Both of those focus on a non-judgmental form of attachment to self, where it's not about ego, It's not about anything else. It's just about looking at you and saying, okay, I want to feel better. I deserve to feel better. That's what self-love is. Okay, that's what self-understanding is. All right, and so that's your reading, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a like if you liked it. Please leave a comment. I read every comment I get. I can't respond to all of them, but I read every comment I get, and I really appreciate you guys. You can visit, my site's going to be right down here. You guys can visit that. You can look in the description box and see everything you need to do there. But I really appreciate you guys for coming to my channel and for helping to support me. And if this reading resonates with you, you can go to vitaltarot.com, or you can email me at vitaltarot1@gmail.com. Okay, you guys? And I love you, and I hope you have an amazing day. And I will talk to you in May. Have a good one. Bye.